Hi, I'm Michael Senoff, founder and CEO of HardToFindSeminars.com. For the last 5 years, I've interviewed the world's best business and marketing minds. Now my challenge is to build the world's largest free resource for online, downloadable audio business interviews. I've learned a lot in the last 5 years, and today I'm going to show you the skills you need to survive.
The reason why I would suggest anyone to take advantage of this now is because of the fact that there's a lot of business out there that's available. But it won't always be available if you don't take advantage of it yourself, because window cleaning is the impulse type business. Many people know they need it done, and as soon as you even mention window cleaning, all they want to do is work out the details and you got the business. So it's not a business where people have to make a lot of decisions and go through a lot of red tape. It's an impulse business. And the longer you wait, the longer it'll take for you to reach your financial goals.
Hi, this is Michael Senoff with Michael Senoff's HardToFindSeminars.com in another fast cash producing audio interview. This interview is with a gentleman named Howard. He is a professional residential window washer. There is absolutely no excuse for you not to be able to go out and start making money within a matter of days washing windows. I'm going to prove it to you in this audio interview with Howard. You're going to hear me getting on the phone for real, generating real business that can put cash in your pocket instantly. You're going to hear two techniques: how you can walk out your front door, drive down to your nearest town, walk into businesses, say one sentence, and start cleaning windows within minutes from the time you mention that sentence. This appears to be one of the easiest and fastest ways that you can make money providing a much-needed service. Virtually anywhere you are, windows get dirty, and there is a huge demand for good quality, responsible, reliable window washers. So I'm going to quit talking. Let's get going and join me in this interview with Howard. I really appreciate it, and it's such a coincidence that you had emailed and called and we got a chance to talk, because once I got a chance to talk to you a little bit about what you're doing with the window cleaning business, and that you've been in the window cleaning business for how many years now?
10 years.
10 years. You know, you're sitting on a gold mine. That's the hardest thing when a lot of people come to me and they seek out advice on what kind of products they should develop or what should they sell. They always overlook their own expertise, because I guess that you just think it's your regular job. You've been doing it so long and you're so used to it and you're so involved in it, you never considered that what you're doing could be valuable to other people.
That's true. I have a tremendous desire to learn how to market over the internet. People like yourself, other people I've talked to who are doing it. And money is secondary. You know, that's very important, but it's freedom. I've got to keep my freedom. I can't be tied down, nor do I want the stress of having a 9-to-5 job. I've got to be able to call my own shots and schedule my time the way I want. So that's one of the reasons why I really appreciate what you're doing. And I listened to some of the interviews you had last night of some of the people that you were interviewing and had got stuck in a rut and didn't know what to do and were marketing the wrong way and just wasting time and money, and very, very, very good information. My wife has a lot of health problems, so I need something I can do where I can be home a lot and still take care of family business and not have to be away so much like I am with window cleaning.
Now, you've been in the window cleaning business for 10 years. Before that, had you had a regular 9-to-5 job?
Yeah, I was working for a window cleaning company.
All right, well, we'll get into that. So you were working as an employee, probably with a little less freedom than what you had as your own boss. If you could boil it down, what is the freedom that you're experiencing now with your own window cleaning business? What has that meant for you compared to when you were working for your employer?
When you were working for your employer, you had someone else dictating how your time should be spent. Now, when you have your own window cleaning business, even though you have to be at appointments, you've got to get your contracts taken care of, it's the idea of knowing that you are in control of what happens on a day-to-day basis as opposed to someone else being in control. If your boss cuts back your work, if your boss feels that he wants to send you on an assignment that you wouldn't take under any other circumstances, you have no recourse. But when you are calling the shots, you can more or less pick and choose and be a little bit more selective as to what types of jobs that you choose and how you choose to do them. As far as mentally and emotionally, it's a big difference as far as being able to have more control over how your time and your resources are spent.
Right. Let me ask you a question. What does your business look like today? Can you describe some of the accounts that you currently have and what those are like?
Well, currently, I do a lot of residential. Matter of fact, many window cleaning companies choose more or less to focus on the commercial, but the residential, and I suppose you could call it a niche, really there's a lot of residential work out there. And the thing about it, once you get a residential client, many of these people want quarterly service. They want you to clean their windows every 3 months. Most of them, not all of them, want you to come twice a year. And when you're in the house, you can take your time and get the job done and take pride in your work. And some of the commercial accounts I've had, like Enterprise Car Rental, Staples Office Supply Store, Dunkin' Donuts, Subway Sandwich Shops. What I like about commercial is that once you set up an account to be done once a month, and many times they want it done twice a month, you can set up the schedule to go anytime during that month as long as it's done within that month. So say, for example, they tell you, I like to get my windows done once a month. You say, okay, the 15th. Is that good for you? Or around the 15th. Kind of give yourself a little flexibility there. When they agree, then you go back on the 15th of the month, and you go there, no one's bothering you. You pretty much show up, you take your time, you get your window cleaning done, and you move on. But it's pleasant because you're not punching the time clock. You don't have someone standing over you telling you what to do. Knowing that it's all on your shoulders, it's all on your back, gives you a sense of urgency, whereas you may not have that working for someone else.
Right. Now, I want to talk about when you first started working with the company, but first I want to just set this stage for what we're going to talk about today and the reason why we're talking. There's a lot of people out there who really may be working a full-time job and they want to start something on the side, maybe during the weekends or on times when they're off work, maybe during holidays. They want to get out of that 9-to-5 job. So they want something that they can go out, maybe in their neighborhood or close by where they live, and make some fast money. Now, it excites me when you tell me that you're mainly focused on residential because there's lots of homes out there. There's lots of residents all around people. So the purpose of this interview is really I want you to show us the best way that anyone can go out there and make $100 in a day with very little effort. But we're going to get into that a little later in the interview. But first, why don't you take me back to your history? First of all, how old are you and where are you located? And tell me about your first experience in the window cleaning business. Take me back to the early days when you started working for that window cleaning job.
Located in Baltimore, Maryland. 43 years old. My first experience with window cleaning, I was looking for employment. I got laid off. A friend of mine had his own window cleaning business, and he had difficulty keeping people because for some reason at that point in time he was having high turnover rate. So he agreed to show me how to clean windows, which there is some skill involved. And once I picked it up, he let me work for him full time. I knew him. I knew he had a window cleaning business. Initially, I never really gave it serious thought until I got laid off. Of course, that's when you think about a lot of things you wouldn't think about. So I decided to give it a try, and it worked out pretty well. I picked it up pretty quickly, and then he sent me on his accounts. I would get about 30 accounts a week. He had company vehicles. I would use his vehicle. I didn't use my own. Some jobs were cash jobs. Some jobs required a written invoice that they had to sign. That's how I started out.
Was he focused on just residential, or was he mixing it up?
He was mixing it up. His bread and butter was commercial. With all of them, the bread and butter is commercial. They mix up with residential in the spring, and in the fall you get tons of residential requests. So that's how he did it.
Okay, and this guy had started his own business.
Yes.
Was he making good money?
Well, how he had it set up, he was me and two other guys. He would give us an $800 a week route, and he would only pay us 30%, which was $300 out of $800. So he would keep $500 from two guys, so he would make $1,000 a week off our efforts. And whatever he did himself personally, that was 100% that he could keep for himself.
Now, who would you say could do this window cleaning business? What kind of people do you think could handle running and operating a window cleaning business?
Anyone. Actually, you'd be surprised. A lot of women doing it, too.
Students could do it?
Students could do it.
Hi, it's Michael Senoff with HardToFindSeminars.com. Thanks for watching this video. You know, many of my interviews last 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour, sometimes even up to 2.5 hours long. They're actual mini seminars, and you've just listened to a short sample of just one of over 117 hours of exciting, hard-hitting, mind-blowing interviews on how to make money in direct mail, advertising, copywriting. I assure you, there is not a resource anywhere on the internet or on the planet that comes close to the free information I provide at HardToFindSeminars.com. So go right now to HardToFindSeminars.com, and you'll have free access to 117 hours of audio interviews, interviews with typed word-for-word downloadable transcripts and downloadable MP3 files. Please browse some more of the videos or go right directly to hardtofindseminars.com. Thanks for watching.